If I ever make one promise to you, it's that you'll never catch me beating a dead horse. Instead, you'll catch me beating a half-conscious Peter with his own legs. The rules are that I'm not allowed to use the left stick, jump, and yeah, that's about it. Wait, no. In my last video, I got a crap ton of comments saying, oh, if his legs are broken, then how is he kicking? And you know, fair point. You will not see any kicking in this entire run. I'm only gonna use uppercuts, meaning no combos, but whatever. Oh yeah, but how does he stand? I will beat you. Also, if this doesn't tickle your fancy and you still want to watch an insane person, then I'm pretty sure reality TV is still a thing, so go at it. Before all of this, if you enjoy my suffering, subscribe, or I will spread it to you and your family like a sickly plague. I started it all on Ultimate because I have some pretty high hopes. You know, worst case scenario, those hopes should be high enough for me to throw myself off of them. Then, you know, the rest of the settings were pretty normal. Okay, don't give me that look. We're dealing with broken legs here, not brains, and trust me, mine was born broken. So we start off the heist, and it's our job to make sure we're not the only people stuck in a wheelchair. You guys better get ready for a whole new world of pain. Ting. This is the field trip for the gallery, right? Thinking about it, I do feel kinda bad about ruining your plans, so here, let me help throw you in there. That's the face, or rather, the non-face of a happy customer.
Hey, what is that?
Oh wait, no, wait, I know this one. I've been studying. What is it? Right, circle. So actually inside the gallery, the goons messed everything Okay, I'm getting word that the paintings were like this before the goons arrived.
Guess I'm not rich enough to appreciate this.
Oh, Peter, riches are found in the mind. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not rich enough. So looking for clues was pretty easy, but just because I can't kick doesn't mean my thirst for rage has been quenched. Oh crap, get back, it's becoming sentient.
Let me turn it back on and see what they didn't want anyone looking at. Let me turn it back on and see what they didn't want anyone looking at. Let me turn it back on.
No, turn that crap off. No fourth wall breaks today. I'm content with just breaking bones. Joking aside, I finally stopped shoving painting utensils up my nose and got ready to fight. Unfortunately, this monogamous piece of trash Peter Porker only focuses on one person at a time. Now with that in mind, I was often faced with this. Yeah, a little thing I like to call hell. Whoa, I haven't seen this many angry white men in the same room since my visit to Congress. No? I guess thugs aren't too big into politics with being outside the law and all, but whatever. After realizing that my name is Spider-Man for a reason, you know, webs, I was able to clean everything up. Or rather, yeah, it's a way bigger mess now. We learned that Peter is a lot less monogamous than I thought, and now more enemies. Honestly, there isn't really anything too interesting to say here, you know, dodging missiles, breaking bones. So instead, here's a fun fact. Did you know that Peter's suit wasn't originally red, but instead serene white? But over the course of time, as his suit slowly bathed in the blood of his enemies, it turned into the dark red crimson you see today. And then he decided to paint on some blue. Good choice. I think it kind of balances everything out. So Black Cat got away with the painting, and I kind of realized something. Why does every superhero wear skin-tight suits? I mean, I'm not complaining. Have you seen Spidey's butt? Again, I am straight, but I will die on this hill. Or those hills if you're picking up what I'm laying down. I then had to do a little bit of side missions, and thankfully after some practice, I've finally gotten used to hanging from a rope. I wonder if I'm on any suicide watch lists yet. We learned that Black Cat is actually a copycat. Okay, that's a little too obvious. Let me try. We learned that foolhardy Felicia Hardy's hardware is hardly close to original. Yep, that did it. My urge has been satiated. Pushing that deep down inside and repressing it aside, I ran into a little gunfight. So like a normal person, I made sure to de-arm everyone. Man, ripping off limbs sure is hard work. This fight was mostly easy until I faced my first real enemy, Fence. No, with this big guy in the picture, we had a barrel of laughs. Then a gun barrel was promptly shoved down my throat. Don't worry, I made him pay. That's at least $50, even on a good day. We left one of the goons alive, and I had to make sure he talked. Unfortunately, I did have to break some laws. of physics. Oh, what? No, not torture. I may dress up as an animal, but I'm not that insane. I broke some laws of physics. I went inside him. It felt funny. Then another rooftop fight and pretty basic stuff. It is cool though that they gave Electro an Easter egg. Oh, wait, no, that's just a guy getting violently torn apart by bullets. My bad. We learned that Felicia has a son, and it may be ours. Now, quick question, how the hell did Peter go from this to this? Now, I won't say anything mean, but from this to this. Matt, Peter, stop slipping up. Moving on, I quickly realized that I might sometimes kinda sound like Screwball.
I sure am!
And wow, I haven't been emasculated this bad since my last girlfriend called me quote-unquote cute. What the hell? You don't call a guy cute. Look, I would take pretty, but what the cute? Hey Screwball, I know that in like 5 minutes the city will lose power or bombs or whatever, but I'm just not feeling myself right now. But I was 5 minutes ago. So alone. Yeah, that wasn't a joke. No, the second part was. I mean, I was able to skip the mission. And now on to more clues about Black Cat. For some weird reason, the game really wanted me to walk up to this EMT, and I wasn't ready. Yeah, I got erectile dysfunction. Sorry, soft locked. Thankfully, I was able to get around it. No, not erectile dysfunction, the video game thing, and all it took was a little bit of finagling. We then had to do some puzzles, and thankfully I have a secret strategy passed down from many generations, so unfortunately, I will not be able to show it. Okay, so, Hey, dude, I said stop recording! Big boy, what? The complete idiot! Hey kids, did you know that human bodies work as excellent conductors? That's right, now let's see it in action. Wow, real fascinating stuff. I love how the little flame in his eye is gone, but the sparks that uncomfortably force his body to contort make sure the party isn't over. Anyways, I got a taste of my own medicine, just tastes like copper, and now this. I had all my webs taken away from me, so you can guess how well this went. Beep, beep, engine starting, please stand back. Oh, we're going too fast, no, I think we're about to break the sound barrier. So if it isn't obvious, I'm kinda stuck and insane. Surprisingly take my webs away and I'm not even man anymore, let alone a spider. So yeah, one running section coming right up. Then even more chasing, cause why the hell not? And I bring up hell for a reason, because that's what this was like. My biggest problem was that Peter isn't able to let go, which may be a little obvious considering he's chasing his ex through the city. We learn more about Felicia and what makes her the Black Cat. She doesn't like leaning on people even when it comes to her kid, and while she does like Peter, she just doesn't like his commitment to the law. This all comes together to make her extremely likable and even sympathetic. Oh, and she's murdered me again. Okay, yeah, so that kinda does destroy everything that was building up, but anyways, I had some free time, decided to take the next train to heaven, or okay, hell, and I was forced to play as MJ. You know, like an infectious and moldy fungus, she's kinda grown on me. I went around and realized I could actually explore a lot of the city. I saw the local wildlife, was just a dick, and gave a hug to a homeless man. The New Yorker experience. Here, my guy, I think I have some change.
Sir?
Sir? Sir, really, I know I look like, well, this, but come on. Then, actually on track, I had to deal with MJ sneaking. Honestly, with tasers, it's not too bad.
Perfect.
Ah, yes, the guard died while making the most absolute noise possible. Perfect. Here, let me try again. Just... What? Are you waiting for something? Oh, you were waiting for that overused explosion sound effect that every YouTuber uses. Well, no. I'm better than that. So yeah, we're now helping Black Cat, and I know we're getting info, I just don't know about what. Whoa! Last time I was called this late at night was Well, never. Females don't really approach me, but what I'm saying is this has got to be a booty call. People only call this late at night for some miles, more fighting, yada yada yada, and Black Cat was dropping innuendos after innuendos.
I need to go deeper.
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty. Or I don't know, I'm assuming you're talking dirty because you have a claw in my ear right now and I'm gonna be deaf. Then on to the final mission of this DLC, just a lot of sneaking, but luckily I'm not the only one shaking chromosomes out of heads. And I'm not talking about my own, I can't spare to lose any more. Let's have some guy on guy on guy on guy action. Literally, oh, there are so many missing heads.
I wonder what else he has.
This is just a rough guess, but maybe heavily armored cars with turrets on top. So yeah, yet another fight, and after making sure to target the toe... Okay. Or you guys can just kill each other, I'm fine with that. So yeah, Felicia scammed us, locked us in a vault, and faked her own death. Still a better girlfriend than MJ. The next DLC starts with the teensiest amount of character development for this guy. He has a kid and a family. Cute. Yeah, he's gonna die. What? I don't make the rules of story development. So, a fight in front of the old sanitarium, there were guns, shields, and exosuits, but luckily, an uppercut to the face seems to be a universal, please stop existing.
Hey Yuri, we're all good outside.
We're all good? Yeah, maybe you are, but the 137 thugs whose faces could now be mistaken for anuses, I doubt they're anywhere close to good. So yeah, now time for a creepy crawly sanitarium, and God the things I've experienced. You could almost hear the dead patients screaming from the walls, the blood-soaked beds, and most scaring of all, this stupid barrier. Unfortunately, Peter doesn't feel like zipping. Now, what would a perfectly sane person do here? Right, spend an hour trying to figure out the solution. Wait, no, too late. I already did it. I went back into the open and my brain started to fire on all cylinders. Don't ask why I have cylinders in my brain, it's weirdly shaped, okay? Okay, so the problem. Since I can't jump, I'm not able to move up. Luckily, I found that this special would be perfect, but unfortunately, it just wouldn't allow me to move forward afterward. That's fine. After doing more research, I found that this special that I found before, in combination with the suspension matrix, should allow me to of course it didn't work. Well, how about the anti-gravity suit? No. Okay, well how about no, just stop. So now, at my lowest point, literally I was not able to lift myself up, that's kinda been the whole problem, I started to break. But then, like an anime protagonist, I had a flashback that made everything make so much sense. We're dealing with broken legs here, not brains, and trust me, mine was born broken. Right! Even if there was a solution, how the hell would I find it? I then took a little break, wrote this whole spiel, and found solace in just being able to give up. So I sat back down with my thumb over the left joystick when a new discovery. I found that I could slightly dodge onto this wheelchair and that allowed me to get over. What the hell? Of course it was the wheelchair, the most obvious solution. Do you see why I'm the way I am? I was then able to zip from place to place until this. The game is practically begging, please, there's gonna be some really cool parkour, just run. Our programmers gave up their social lives to code this, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's all for naught, because he's done. Nope, you're wrong. I somehow pulled this one out of my butt as well. Don't ask why it was in there, it just is. So yeah, I got to explore around the mob's place and it was surprisingly nice. You get to see all the small little details and... Wait, is that water? It's ruining everything. Where is it coming from? Peter, these are new carpets. Man, I'll take them out. I'll take them all out. My rage cannot be contained by my silly moral body. Man, I really should have brought my e-reader. This was all just a bunch of sneaking, and thankfully... Wait, where did that guy go? What are you doing with your hands? God damn it! Leave the void magic to Doctor Strange. There was a massive shootout. That one guy I said was gonna die, died, and oh, hey, Captain Watanabe, I bet you're really gonna want some therapy. Get it like Yuri. Now where should I put the corpse? Anyways, She didn't like the joke, and now time for sneaking. Sneaking is actually surprisingly easy for me because I live by the mindset out of sight, out of mind, and I'm already out of mind, so naturally the sight part should just follow. Going around undetected is stressful though, so I understand why Spiderbot decided to end it all in the void. Yeah, I'm not joking here. Spiderbot blew themselves up and the mission proceeded. So I guess that's canon? I got to experience my favorite pastime of double checking Peter's broken leg. Okay, triple checking, and now time to fight with some big drills. There was a huge crowd, so I tried saying some of my jokes, but unfortunately some of the punchlines landed a little too hard. Yeah, several comas.
Great work, Pete. Just great.
Yeah, great job, Pete. Yelling your secret alias for all to hear.
Hey, Alfred, this is Bruce. Bruce, what? I mean Batman. I have Joker tied up next to me. What should I do? Why do I have the Kermit voice?
I then got to this section, and I'm not lying, shivers went down my spine. I have spent several hours on this challenge before, and no, screw it. Do whatever you want with your hostages, because no human life is worth that much pain.
It's not like the movies, you know?
Oh yeah, it's not like the movies, because the movies had an MJ that was actually attractive. Okay, I'm overdoing it. I'm sorry. We then had to escort another convoy, and instead of bone crunching, I surprisingly got a car ride, which was nice and all, but it was stopped when we found snipers on the roof. All of this should be pretty easy, that is unless 5 snipers decide to hit me at the same time, but that's extremely unlikely. Yeah, time to take out snipers, and I met this guy. I took away his gun, and he doesn't really know what to do.
Pole, you looking at me funny? Huh? Oh, you wanna fall? This wall. This wall thinks he's a big guy. Huh? Oh, it's that pole. That pole thinks oh, you know you're on my turf.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I did have to throw him into oncoming traffic, but I can still cherish the memory. Oh, how did you know? Are you like a superhero like me? Can you see into the future? Now let's confirm. Did that hurt? There were even more goons this time, but thankfully, not too bad again.
You can move, or I can arrest you.
How about a cardiac arrest, because you're stealing my heart?
Seriously, call an ambulance. That wasn't a joke. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, Yuri kinda joined me a little bit and went insane. Just a smidge. Probably didn't listen to my amazing therapist joke, because no matter the disease, laughter is the medicine. Anyway, she shot up a bar. We found a surprisingly not suicided Spidey bot, which, I mean, I've never seen anything come back from the void, but whatever. We then had to trace Vinny, and thankfully it was a piece of cake. Let's give it up for technology and how it's made us lose all sense of privacy. Hip hip, hooray! Chasing Vinny was easy, I just pretended to be roadkill. Okay, not pretend, I was roadkill. And I forgot to mention this, but I think Vinny is a god or something. First off, actually finding parking in New York, and second, this.
Just another day of driving around this heavily armored car. Oh, wait, is that Vinny headed towards me? Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Vinny led us to this warehouse, and now I just need to find where Hammerhead is meeting his crew. Look, I got both of you on opposite sides of a door. Wait, where did the door handles go? Yeah, that's why you're struggling like that. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. They won't get used to it. We got all the info we needed, and now time to take on Mr. Hammer. On my way there, we learned of Miles's accidental suicide attempt, jumping off a bridge. Sure, let's call it an accident. You live in New York, no one's gonna blame you. At Hammerhead's place, we learned that he's live streaming as he slowly fills people up with cement. Oh, okay, quick question. How the hell is Twitch letting him off on that? He doesn't even have tits. This fight was surprisingly not too bad. The big machine gun guys were basically impossible to dodge, but luckily I have a foolproof plan. It's actually bulletproof as well. Human shields. I'm using human shields. Now when I bring this up, people talk about this girl named Geneva. She's throwing a convention. Why do I care about all that? Always bringing it up, it's so annoying. Anyways, with this extremely helpful tactic, I was in the clear.
Everyone hold tight.
Oh, yeah, sure, officer. I was planning on running a marathon with, you know, cement up to my neck, but now that you mention it, yeah, sure, I'll stay still.
So yeah, we go into this whole spiel, and the big boss guy has a plan that's even more messed up than his hairline. And trust me, that is saying something. Now it's time for Hammerhead. Usually I hate boss fights. They're long, drawn out, and they usually end with me getting fired. Plus, me not doing my job at all doesn't really help, but whatever. This fight was all really about quick reaction times, because if you slip up for even a second, you'll be meeting your end. Oh, to this day, I still remember Peter's last words. Wait, which one was the dodge button again? Being serious, I was having some serious troubles because just like the minigun guys, I cannot dodge his lasers at all. Oh, yeah, and did I mention he's basically invincible? I swear the only way to attack him is to focus attacks. So I of course picked the focus special ability, but unfortunately that plan takes forever. And last time I checked, that's way beyond my lifespan, and I would know when my lifespan ends. I'm ending it tonight. Look, I'm not gonna fake build anything up because I kinda just cheesed it. If you stay in this one spot, Hammerhead cannot attack you. He will try though.
You are so dead. I'm gonna turn your body into a primordial soup.
He wants to murder everything, but he can't. It's so cute. Wait, where did he go? See, with Hammerhead preoccupied, I was basically just babysitting. Oh, no, not like taking after a child. I mean literally sitting on a baby. It took surprisingly long. The victim couldn't do anything about it, and how'd we get here? Well, how about some sound effects to lighten the mood? Whoosh! Wow. Not child murder. Thankfully, I finally got through it, and I think Hammerhead said something about wanting to get into acting because Yuri gave him his headshot. And he's also dead, but, I mean, you want some... Yeah, I don't think I can make a joke here. Now on to the third part, and we had to stop some more crime, basic stuff. Nothing to say here, and then I came across Sable, and oh my god, does the dev of this game have a thing for white hair? I mean, all of the attractive ladies have it. Yeah, MJ, you're proving my point. Now let's go from dragging on MJ to getting our corpse dragged around this rooftop by Sable. Yep, this fight was so annoying. She does so much damage. I first thought about using webs, but she has that, oh wow, this shield pops out of nowhere and blocks everything, which is essentially the same as when you're in kindergarten playing superhero and that one kid says, well, this shield actually blocks both lasers and bullets and punches, so you can't actually hurt me. Little brat, that shield definitely didn't block punches. Okay, I'll stop reminiscing with what I like to do with my weekends.
Oh, that hurt!
Yeah, Peter, getting beaten alive usually kinda hurts. Like a lot, at least from my experience. So yeah, this fight. I've been kinda avoiding talking about it because it's hard. My most consistent way of doing damage was dodging 3 times, but with positions and camera angles like this, just no. I went to my cheese strategy before of hopping on and off this little building, exploiting the hell out of her jump cycle, but unfortunately, that plan actually requires work, and I'm a YouTuber. I don't even know what that word means. So with that in mind, I need a strategy with even more cheese. And thankfully, I found it. In this corner, if Sable is close enough to the wall, she will climb instead of jump. This is important because she'll get knocked down with each and every try. I just need to repeat the process. In a way, I've made my own Sisyphus. Sable will spend an eternity climbing up this wall, each time thinking that this might be the one, but as she puts her feet on the floor, who knew eternal torture could be so much fun? Well, I guess, the devil, right? Anyways, I'll just sit back and relax as I watch all hope fade from this already dead face, knowing that there's no end. Oh, that's the boss fight done. Okay, cool. You know, I was kind of getting into a groove there, but whatever.
It's the little things that make it all worth it.
Yeah, that and the fact that the city isn't blown up into little things. That's also kind of important. I am glad this kid knows how incredibly swole I am, though. I mean, look at that. I could crush that kid's melon head with one bicep curl. It brings a tear to my eye. Now time to track down some shipments. Thankfully, the bad guys thought that driving in the same circle over and over would be effective, and I gotta say, say, it kinda was, but once I got the pattern down, I was still kinda struggling. What? Shapes are hard.
You have to teach me how you do all that.
Sorry, but copyright material, unless you want a midnight visit from a certain rat with a bat, or in other words, Mickey Mouse will burn down your Mickey house. Anyways, and now, pizza time. Oh, wait, no, it's actually a trailing mission. Wow, I haven't been disappointed this bad since, well, forever. And that's saying something. I'm a Star Wars fan. Look, I may have not passed my high school bio class, or frankly, any of my high school classes, but the human body shouldn't do that. I don't know who to call, a doctor, an exorcist, or a therapist, but that last one would be for me, you know, for the trauma I've witnessed. I had to take care of more Goonies, and thankfully I have just the trick. A secret technique passed down from my forefathers to my father to me. Complete and utter senseless violence. I don't think this suit has a belt, but I'll make do. We then had to chase Sable, yada yada yada, and now more fighting. I had some serious troubles at first because, look at this, but then I remembered that like most of life's problems, this can be solved by jumping off a building. Yep, I would just swing around while I wait for my ultimate to recharge. We did hit a little bit of a snafu though when Peter ran into a cell tower. God, I always knew that 5G was harmful. I don't know about you, but I've never been decapitated by a 4G building. Anyways, Hammerhead, or rather, Human Head, that's his only body part left, has crashed the party, and the plan, and himself. Luckily, Catwoman saves us and leaves Sable to die because, I don't know, there can only be one white-haired woman. Surprisingly, everyone survived from the crash. You're seeing that footage. Everyone survived somehow, and most outrageous of all, Sable woke up in the middle of a burning plane and has better bedhead than I do. In a normal bed.
His head? Not as strong as you think it is.
What? You're telling me that his one human body part left is actually his weak spot? Oh my god. How many years of research did this take you? Maybe 7 seconds? 7 cat seconds, you dumb. We then found out that Hammerhead's base is in the sewers, and the only noteworthy thing here was this guy. And, what's there to say here? I don't know. Thankfully, Peter and I agreed for once and decided to take him out of the gene pool.
Then make me less human.
Okay, this will have to be a quick operation. Where did I put the red hair dye? Then there was this fight, and wow, I remember this room. Not fondly. Not at all. One slight slip up and you were all the way back at the beginning fighting Freezer Boys. Thankfully, I found that not getting shot was pretty effective for not dying.
Hey, Sable! No lethal force, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. Maybe you should have told her that before she picked up her dual pistols. From my vast experience of getting shot at, guns can be pretty deadly. Anyways, teaming up with Sable, she's apparently forgiven me for the, you know, slight perpetual torture. Now, we finally get to take down Hammerhead and the suffering can finally end. Yeah, I plan on killing myself there. Before that though, we noticed that Yuri has been up to something.
What's with all the yellow stuff? Is this some weird street artist thing?
Ooh, it might be Diogenes. Yes, he's dead and all, but yellow stuff and street performance? Yeah, that suits him. We then got to Sable's secret base, and now for the big boss fight that we've all been waiting for. Hammerhead. Yeah, he was pretty easy. I don't want to blue ball you or anything, but it just was. With some great advice from Peter and Sable, such as don't get hit and don't let him hit you, I was in the clear. Honestly, how brain dead do they think we are? Okay, how brain dead do they think you guys are? Oh, I was actually letting Hammerhead turn my internal organs into jelly, but you're saying that's a bad thing? I'll give it a try. So yeah, I took some advice that my mom gives me all the time. If the first plane crash doesn't kill them, then the second will, and bada bing, bada boom, how the hell is Hammerhead still alive? Thankfully, he just kind of wanted to stare at us, and I was done. Thank you so much for watching. I think I actually roughly lost my mind about 5 times while making this video, and screw this, I'm out of here.